What's happening? Welcome to my channel. This is horror. There's a face behind every curtain in my house. Writer/director Jordan Peele is one of those modern-day auteurs that seems to be able to do no wrong in Hollywood. From his first film, Get Out, to the underrated Us, to the modern masterpiece that is Nope. He has made a name for himself by making social thrillers with a healthy dose of horror mixed in. What makes him unique from other directors of the same ilk is the fact that he also dabbles in comedy. This means that even when the scares hit hard and the tension builds to almost unbearable levels, there will always be at least a few moments of levity that come along to keep things from getting too grim. Now, if you haven't seen any of his work yet, prepare yourself for the not-so-rare sight of your jaw hitting the floor in surprise. When something terrifying pops onto the screen, you might find yourself asking how he managed to make such a film, or who exactly signed off on it. If you go back far enough, his career actually started out in sketch comedy. In fact, he was half of a sketch duo called The Pack, with his childhood friend and fellow filmmaker Keegan-Michael Key. They first met while attending Sarah Lawrence College in New York, before they eventually moved to Los Angeles to try and make it in the entertainment industry. But there were plenty of lean times during the early 2000s, and to make ends meet, they did what they needed to do. In 2003, Peele began working as an assistant to Conan O'Brien on the set of Late Night with Conan O'Brien. While he was doing this, he and Keith would continue to hone their craft through writing sketches for Mad TV and Wild 'N Out, among other shows. But they would soon find themselves in a writer's room for the biggest sketch comedy show of them all, Saturday Night Live. The pair joined the cast in 2005 and spent 2 seasons writing and performing until they decided to move on. 2 other things. They would stay close friends throughout the rest of their careers, though they went on to take very different paths. When Pele left SNL, he worked as a writer on the show The Office before venturing into feature films. He wrote and co-produced the screenplay for the 2009 remake of the Korean film The Man from Nowhere, which is a shame, because the original is one of the best revenge flicks ever made. Fortunately, the remake didn't live up to the hype and fell flat with both critics and fans. It wasn't until 2017 that he finally got the opportunity to direct his own movie. Get Out was a supernatural horror film about a young black man named Chris, who goes to meet his white girlfriend's parents for the first time. As the title suggests, he is forced to run for his life, after they all but reveal themselves to be racist sociopaths. The film was a critical and commercial success and was praised for its sharp writing, direction, and performances. It grossed over $250 million worldwide on a budget of just $4.5 million. Not only that, but it became the highest-grossing film written and directed by a black person in history, surpassing the numbers left behind by the 2006 film, Jumping the Broom. Many have since called it a modern-day masterpiece and a must-watch for anyone who wants to see what all the fuss is about. He followed this up with Us, which is perhaps one of the most polarizing films ever made. Some people absolutely adore it, and some people hate it with every fiber of their being. But even those who are UNT fans of the film QU and deny that it's one of the most talked-about movies of the past decade. A family is being stalked by mysterious doppelgangers while vacationing in a beach town. It doesn't take long before they realize that these evil clones are looking to exact revenge on their creators for abandoning them years ago. Similar to Get Out, it was a box office smash, earning more than $175 million worldwide on a production budget of $20 million. But it was a much more divisive film amongst critics. Some argued that the metaphors were heavy-handed and that the scares weren't all that scary. However, many others praised its ambitious storytelling, its incredible imagery, and its thought-provoking social commentary. Now, it's been 5 years since we last saw what Jordan Peele could do, but he's finally back with a new film called Nope. It stars Daniel Kaluuya and Kik Palmer as siblings, who suspect that there is something sinister behind a mysterious cloud that has rolled into their hometown. It's rumored to be another social thriller with elements of horror, science fiction, and Western. Judging by the trailer alone, it looks like it has the makings of another instant classic. And given his track record, it wouldn't be surprising if it ended up being another box office behemoth. But now I want to hear from you. Which of his films is your favorite? And if you've never seen any of them, then let us know which one you're planning on watching first. Personally, I think Get Out is a must-watch for anyone who likes their thrillers with a side of social commentary. It's like a modern-day Get Out, but with better scares and more iconic imagery. Plus, you get to see Allison Williams play one of the most detestable characters in recent memory. But whatever your preference may be, we'd love to hear all about it down in the comment section. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, feel free to check out my others. I put out new content every single day. If you want to be kept up to date on all of it, don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you next time.